Let's talk earnings. Sesa Sterlite posting a muted set of numbers in line with street expectations. Profits falling nearly 1,588 crores. The fall in commodity prices dragged the results lower. We're being joined by the Chief Executive Officer at Sesa Sterlite, Tom Albanese, is here to run us through the numbers. Mr. Albanese, appreciate your time this morning, sir. Let's start by asking you to run us through the numbers in terms of what the key highlights have been.
Given the current market conditions, which have been particularly weak in some of our products like oil, iron ore, and to a lesser extent copper, I think these have been a solid set of numbers. We had after-tax net income of 1,588 crore, EBITDA margins of 42%, which is still some of the highest that we've seen in the global mining and oil and gas sector. And even in these difficult market environments, we've been able to pay down some debt, although not a lot in this market. So what we're really focusing on is using the dual advantage of our low-cost operations with the diversification of the products. So while we have weakness in oil, we have strength in aluminum and zinc, and then basically stay resilient in these markets and stay positioned for what I think over time will be a stronger market. And I think if you look at what's going on in the broader economy, we've got very, very strong sentiment in India, but very weak global sentiment in the commodity space. And that sentiment in the commodity space is mainly because of oversupply. Over the past 10 years, you've had new production coming in, oil shale in the U.S., some new copper mines, Australian and Brazilian iron ore expansions, and they can't yet be absorbed in a slower demand growth environment. But over time, you're going to see low prices leading to a disinvestment in capital, lower projects being curtailed, less new supply, and you're going to get supply getting tight again. And again, prices will recover. And again, we want to stay strong in difficult, resilient periods, and then we'll be very, very successful when I do believe those markets will recover. And certainly in a backdrop of being here in India, where the action is, that's a very good place to be.
Mr. Albanese, I'll have to interrupt you. Jayanti Natarajan speaking there. We're going to cut across to that. This is, of course, in the wake of that letter that she's written